If you've been in the fitness industry or you've ever tried to accomplish a fitness goal or a physique goal like fat loss, you know that there are typically two camps of people. Those who think counting and tracking calories or macronutrients or keeping a food journal is the devil, and those who think it is king. I'm here to tell you that there's kind of a middle ground as well, and that's the road that I typically take. I coach many women, both online and in person, and not one of them has the exact same nutrition plan. Some of them track food, some of them track macros, some of them even track calories, and then some of them don't, right? So the question you might have had is, should I be tracking food or calories or macros to hit my fat loss goals? This person says, absolutely not. You'll become obsessive and you should go by your intuition and your hunger levels and not track food because it's not natural. And this person over here says it's the only way. Okay, so I'm going to help you, or I'm going to try and help you clarify whether tracking food might be a good option for you. So personally, I do like to go with some route of tracking with most clients who have physique goals. So that's number one. First one is ask yourself, do I have physique goals? Do I have fat loss goals or strength gain goals or muscle building goals? Or maybe it's just, to increase your lifts in the gym and you're really serious about that. So do you have a goal and how serious are you about it? If you have a fat loss goal and you're like, I don't really care, it's a goal, but it's kind of out there. Like, I'd rather not prioritize that. I'd rather not. Then you're probably not a good fit for tracking any food. But if you're like, yeah, I'm ready to, attack that fat loss goal, or I'm ready to attack whatever physique goal it is, and I'm pretty serious about it, then you might want to consider tracking your food in some form. So when I say tracking your food, I don't necessarily mean downloading MyFitnessPal and logging everything you eat. While that's perfectly fine, and MyFitnessPal does a great job of making it pretty seamless, you don't necessarily need to be weighing everything that you eat. That's one option. That's one way to be super accurate about exactly what you're eating. And even then you can't be 100% accurate because, there's what we think is accurate and there's what's really accurate. So, you could be tracking on MyFitnessPal, or you could just be putting pen to paper and writing down what you eat for the day. And not even, weighing or measuring, just kind of eyeballing maybe like a palm full of turkey breast or something like that. So the second question you want to ask yourself is, am I able to take the emotional aspect out of food tracking? So, and this is one of the most important things you can do if you're going to consider tracking your food, is make sure that you are able and have some practices that you can put in place to take the emotional aspect out. So I'm actually making this video because one of my clients who we recently, for the past few months, we have not been tracking her food because she hasn't been there yet. She hasn't been ready. And now after 3 months of really practicing kind of intuition and hunger and listening to her body and her hunger cues, she's ready to start tracking and really go after those fat loss goals again. And this is an amazing client. I love her, and I think she's going to do great at it. I also got a question from a friend on Facebook the other day about should I be tracking, and so it kind of was brought to my forefront of my attention, and that's why I'm talking about it. But anyway, I think if you are able to take that emotional aspect out of your food tracking and obsessive aspect out of food tracking, it really will help you reach your physique goals. And what I mean by taking the emotions out of it is use it strictly as a method of tracking and comparing. So let's say, you're doing great, you're eating on plan, breakfast on plan, lunch on plan, dinner on plan, and then you have some ice cream. So you write it down and you feel like you failed. You feel like you were a bad person. You made a bad choice. No, you just had ice cream and you wrote it down. That's where it ends. Eating ice cream doesn't make you bad. It doesn't make you good. Just as eating your salad with lean protein and olive oil doesn't make you good or bad either. It's just the food that you ate, and it's just a way to track what you've eaten against your plan, against your results, your progress, okay? So take the good and bad out of it. Leave it out of it. And then the second part is leave the obsession out of it, right? So if you obsess over counting every minute detail, and that's something that you just kind of gives you anxiety, you probably don't want to use like a MyFitnessPal tracker. You probably want to use pen to paper. And you might, this occurs a lot when you go out to eat, right? If you're at a restaurant where you can't kind of see the menu and the nutritional stats before, maybe it's a really fancy restaurant, then again, don't obsess over it. Choose the best you can, right? Choose your lean protein, choose your carbohydrate, choose your healthy fat, and then write that down. Or maybe, you have a glass of wine with dinner, going back to the emotional aspect, and you write it down, you're like, gosh, I'm not supposed to have wine. Don't bum yourself out about it. Just wait till the end of the week, see how you made your progress, and then judge that progress over your plan and then what was eaten. So I hope that kind of clarified, and I apologize for my dog. She's growling and squeaking her toy, so I probably should have stuck her out of this room beforehand. But I hope that clarified whether counting or tracking food could be for you and what it could be and how it could help you as well. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. My email is yourtrainerpaige@gmail.com, and I would be happy to help you in your nutrition journey or your fitness journey. And yeah, you guys got this.